All right, peace, peace, peace. What up? Just want to come back with a quick video, man. I mean, yeah, for quick video, and first and foremost, let me forget, not forget. Hopefully, the Most High in your house shall is blessing your day. By His mercies, you are consumed. We're alive in the Most High in your house shall His body, alive like Pearl Jam. I love that song, man. But also too, man, like this and naturally alive too, man, because like I was just overhearing I was in the store yesterday, man, and like just like my homie lost his father, his pop, few like last month, man. Somebody like I was overhearing conversation, man. He said, "Listen, he's cremated his father yesterday, man." I was like, "Listen, I didn't get a conversation, man, but I overheard. So listen, my condolences, brother. He's all right. He's all, man. I appreciate that, man. So yeah, man, that's just is what it is, man. A lot of times this are like our people, whether in the world out the world going through it, man. So you know even whatever it is, man, be thankful for the most on your house, child. Like, of everything you do have, man. But yeah, man, but I want to go into this, man, because going to revise some scriptures, man, because this too. I might have touched on the scripture before, man, but yeah, a lot of times too, this like it's similar, man. Because shout out to brother Kwame calling Shalom, man. Like how it is, man. Because when they like was going into Revelation 1 and 1 and 15, man, like one and pretty much, man, like pretty much, as his feet burning in the furnace, man, and they pretty much said they pretty much was going into, man, how that lines up with that Sirach 2, man, going through the furnace of affliction, man. That's why, like, shout out to bro Akawar, man. You had to read the book through the Most High Househouse perspective, man. You gotta like because they come invited because it's about them, man. The testimony. That's what the testimony, the gospel, new covenant is so important, man. Because yeah, man, a lot of things you think it's talking about something else. We're talking about us, man. It's talking about them. We're talking about something else. It's really talking about them, man. So, yeah, man, because like I'll use that revelation for example, man, because a lot of times this scripture we're about to get in Isaiah is used as like of like just the Christ's Yahushua's physical appearance, man. But but if you look at it, man, it's not even talking about this. It ain't gonna be too long, man. But I mean, yeah, I get it. If you looking at it from the standpoint of First Maccabees 3 and 48, I mean, on the basic, on a natural step, yeah, it's good. Of course, it's always good because the scripture are two, and sometimes threefold, man. So yeah, man, looking at things on natural tip, but yeah, but look at things spiritual. Even that the First Maccabees 3 and 48, man, that's spiritual, man. Like when we kind of went over that, man, but. Let's get this Isaiah 29 real quick, man. Because it's just not just going to on the natural tip. Yeah, it's going into his physical appearance, but it's not going. It's not going to I mean, but it's more going to spiritually, man. Exactly. Isaiah 29:22. It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord to redeem Abraham concerning the house of Jacob. Jacob shall not be ashamed, neither shall his face not wax pale. Exactly, man. So that's just what it is, man. Of course, it's talking about if you read on down, man, it's just talking about Yahweh Shai, man, because like they that murmur, this is one of my favorites, Isaiah 29 and 24. It says, they that erred in spirit shall come to understand. They that murmur shall learn doctrine. What doctrine of what? That Hebrews 6 and 1, like that First John, the doctrine of Yahweh, doctrine of Christ, man. That's what it is. First shall be last, last shall be first. That's crazy because that was even the verse of the day in the Bible app. I mean not the Bible app, but the Discord app. Man. That's just it is what it is, man. So and also too, man. I thought about the scripture when I saw Book of Clarence. That's the ultimate scripture I took away with, because certain movies that I touch on, like despite Gladiator, because I touched on Gladiator too a little bit, but it was certain recently Mufasa. I thought like Proverbs 17:3 with like last year. I thought Isaiah 29:24 with the Book of Clarence, but that's neither here nor there. But let's go back to Isaiah 29 verse 22. It says, Isaiah 29 and 22. It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord that redeem Abraham concerning the house of Jacob, and Jacob shall not be ashamed, and neither shall his face wax pale. So yeah, so that's why you actually go into what we just read in Isaiah yesterday, that Israel will be saved with will not be. Let's just get it, man. Will not be ashamed, man. Or we should say whatever, like, without shame. It says, Isaiah 45:17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with everlasting salvation. You shall not be ashamed nor confound the world without end. So yeah, but yeah, man. So but let's read this one more time. It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord, who redeemed Abraham, and concerning the house of Jacob, Jacob shall not be ashamed, neither shall his face wax pale. So see, exactly, man. So a lot of times too, this is what this is conventionally, like, it's conventionally explained, like, that, like, of course, your house shall would never be so-called Caucasian, or like Edomite, or so-called Caucasian, or white per se. It's face from white's pale, because ironically enough, that's why that's what we talked about in the last video I just did about Genesis 49, when they said Gad's talking about Native Americans. Well, it's not though, what I'm saying, but Native Americans, if you watch, what movie was I? It wasn't Pocahontas. It was some old. It wasn't Dancing with Wolves. It was something. It was some movie with Native Americans where they called them, or old Western movies where they called them paleface, pretty much, or yeah. But when they talk about Esau, like, when they talk about Edomites, or like, so-called Caucasians, but this is not talking about him, but like being like, it's not lining up with like more of you can look at it. No, let me say this too. From that perspective, you can line it up with like the First Maccabees 3:48 about his physically his image being changed, but really he's good going into this, like, about his face being pale. Let's go to Sirach chapter 22 real quick, man. Let's go here to get yeah, man. 22:18. It says Sirach chapter 22 and verse 18 says, "Pales are set on a high place, never stand, and will never stand against the wind. And a fearful heart and imagination of a fool cannot stand against any fear." So yeah, pales set on a high place will never stand against the wind. So a fearful heart and the imagination of a fool cannot stand against any fear. So yeah, so this is talking about your house shot, man, not having any fear, man, being the lamb to the sword, but not out opening his mouth or going through what he went through with no fear, man. Like, because he trusted the Most High, his Father, to the end, man. And actually, ironically enough, let's read this one more time. Ecclesiastes, also known as Sirach, chapter 22, verse 18. It says, "Pales set on a high place will never stand against the wind. So a fearful heart and imagination of a fool cannot stand against any fear." Against any fear. So yeah, exactly, man. So, and ironically enough, what Yahushua, when he was on that ship, then he tells his disciples, same thing as Jonah. That's how he comes in the bottom of the book. Listen, why y'all afraid? I'm here. Like, the Father and the Most High, and I'm here, man. And of course, he was the Most High manifested in the flesh. But listen, I'm here. I got y'all, man. And that's why I said, and that's why it says, pale set on a high place will never stand against the wind. But Yahushua stopped the wind. Stopped the wind and rebuked the sea, man. So this is to really talking about Yahushua and not having fear, man. Because because if what you call him, what you call me, let's grab this too. Because if he's like, the Most High manifested in the flesh, man, then there's no fear in the Most High at all, man. So let's get to 2 Timothy, the classic. 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7. It says, For Yahweh hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. So yeah, exactly. If the word was like, the Most High, like, with the word being Yahushua was the Most High, then he didn't have that spirit of fear, man. Just like, oh my gosh, I kind of want to I might get it another day, but just like it says in Numbers about Caleb, like, because Caleb had another spirit, like what, he had another spirit. Well, he had no spirit of fear. That's how, that's another story for another day though. But yeah, so, and actually, no, let's go Proverbs 29, man, because I was waiting for this, man, because, I was just talking about this with a brother on the phone, like not too long ago, man, because he's going through like 30 minutes ago, because he's going through a situation now, man. But that's why Yahushua said this, man. This is an account of him not having like not being pale, man, because pale, if you go into that, just means like like lines up pretty much with fear pretty much, man, like or pales in there is talking about pretty much things where it can be shaken and moving, man. So but this is going to not having any fear. But let's get Proverbs chapter 29 and 26, man. This is instance of him not being not waxing pale. It says, many seek the ruler's favor, but every man's judgment coming from of the Lord. So yeah, many so many seeks the favor. Actually, I got two brothers of mine. Well, one of my brothers in Chicago. I ain't gonna go too much situation, but somebody knows going through a situation, and I told him about that too, and also too another brother's going through that, like legally things of that nature, man. But I read them this, man. But listen, let's read this again. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 26. Many seek the ruler's favor, but every man's judgment coming from the Lord. So let's grab this in John. So this is why I think Yahushua said this in John 19. Let's look at this. Shoot, because he comes in the volume of the book. So Yahushua was scared. He said, listen, you don't have the power for nothing, man. John 19 and verse 10, it says, thus saith Pilate unto him, speakest thou not unto me? Knows that I had not the power to crucify thee, and have the power to release thee? Yahushua said, thou couldst not have no power against me, except there were given thee from above. Therefore, he that delivered me unto thee hath a greater sin. So exactly, man. So listen, man, same thing. Many seek the ruler's favor, but it all comes from the Lord. And that was the account that Yahushua said, listen, man, all this is of the Lord right here, man. Like, even if you trying to get your favor or whatever, even though he didn't find fault in him, but listen, even me trying to get your favor, man, you're not going to do anything to me that the Most High don't want you to do, man. So it is what it is, man. So and that's actually what they call, like, that Luke 2 and 49, man. That's actually standing on business, man. With the stuff people be talking about now, that whole concept, that whole thing is kind of used loosely nowadays, man. Because I was like, even in school I was at last year, man, I would tell my students that I always said, I was like, what do you mean by that? Like, what does that actually mean? They say, I'm just standing on business. I don't know, man. I know what they mean by it. Like, listen, I'm standing for something. Or most of the time it's some nigga nonsense. Like, listen, it's more of a way of saying I said what I said, and I stand on it. And I get that, man. But like Yahushua, man, actually standing in that Luke 2 and 49, like, no, he said out his mouth, the Lord's business, man. So that's just is what it is, man. So, but that's him not waxing pale, man. That's an account of him not waxing pale, man. So let's read this one more time, man. Isaiah 29 and 22. I don't know if I'm gonna get that other one today. I'm not sure if I'm gonna talk about that today. I might, but yeah, Isaiah 29, 22. It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord, who redeemed Jacob, concerning the house of Jacob. And Jacob shall not be ashamed, neither shall his face wax pale. It says, pales are set in high place, will never stand against the wind, and so a fearful heart in the imagination of the imagination of a fool cannot stand against any fear. So yeah, man, it's going about how Yahushua is fearless, man. Yeah. And actually, I got to work on that fear, man, just the fear, because that's something that always got me that growing up, man. Before I getting more like that spirit of fear, man. But perfect love casts out fear, man. So just like shout out to True Nation. I was watching them some while back, like some years ago, man. They did a class on that, man. Like, and the brother said, I forgot the brother's name, but he said, listen, man, it's like Star Wars, man. Why is fear so one part of the dark side of the force, man, because anything can creep in, man. So anything, man. So that's just is what it is, man. So let's get this. I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna try to find out what this is in the Good News translation. Sirach chapter 22 and 18. It says, small stones, pales is talking about like pales is small stones, but small stones on top of a wall. A wall will not stay put, will not stay put when the wind blows. A person who is stupid, whose stupid ideas have made him timid, will not be able to stand and to frighten frightening situations, man. So exactly, man. So, but this is all lined up with that Mark 4, where your house, I said, deeply rooted, building off a solid foundation, man, not a stony ground. Man, that's why, listen, the kingdom is within. That's why, no, that's not be shaken and move in the faith, man. So that's what, like your house, I said in Luke, man, the kingdom is within you, and this is the kingdom that it is, man. A kingdom that cannot be shaken or moving. That's the not being pale, being firm in the faith. Let's get this Hebrews chapter, what's it? Hey, Hebrews chapter, where is that? Hebrews chapter 12 and 28. Wherefore we receive a kingdom which cannot be moved. Let us have grace, and whereby we may serve Yahweh and acceptably with reverence and godly fear. So yeah, kingdom, the kingdom is within, man. Like, that can't be shaken or moved, man. Pretty much not being pale, man. So like, that solid foundation, man. Like he says in Mark 4. Let's grab that. Yeah, exactly. Mark 4 and 20 says, and these are those are and these are which are sown on a good ground, such as heard the word and receive and bring forth fruit. That fruit is Galatians 5. Fruits of spirit bring forth fruit, and some 30-fold, and some 60, and some 100. So yeah, man. So. Yeah, man. Hopefully this will edifying, man, for y'all brothers and sisters. Yeah, man. I just want to rise that, man. So that pales, man. It's going through your house, y'all being fearless, man. On a natural level, and yeah, if you want to look at it as him not being a so-called Caucasian or Edomite, or like, that face never varsity pair of corns or physical appearance, yeah, but really spiritually, like your house, I said, John 6 and 63. That's how I try to now spiritually mature, read the whole word, because the whole word. That's how your house I was getting at people spiritually, man. So man, hopefully this is edifying, man. So peace.